Hey guys, I'm going to be talking about a really sensitive subject for me. It's not, hard for me to talk about. It's just, the memories. So I'm going to be talking about my life story. I was born, this will answer some of you guys' questions too. I was born August 11th, 1999. So I'm 14 right now, turning 15 in August. And I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tells you something. And I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio, at the Cincinnati Hospital. I don't know what it's called. But yeah. So I was born. You guys know that. So I went back. I moved when I was like three weeks old. My parents moved to Defiance, Ohio. So that's where I grew up. It's my life. Then I moved when I was 1. I moved to Mexico. I grew up there with my dad. Yes, I am Mexican. Even though I don't look Mexican, I know I get that a lot. And people say just because I have blonde hair. First of all, this ain't my real hair. Well, this is my real hair. It's not my real color of hair. My real color of hair is like a dark brown. See, oh, I have red in my hair right now. Yeah. So, I really grew up in Mexico for most of my life, but I didn't get treated the best. I'm not gonna say I had the worst life. I didn't have one of the best though. I didn't have close to the best. So we're gonna start off with my uncle. My Uncle Jimmy. He used to he would drink a lot and get DUIs and all that. I think that's what they're called, I don't know. But he would drink a lot and just go off on his own turf. And one night he came into my room when I was 2 years old. No, 3 years old. He came into my room and stabbed me in the back, literally. So now I have a big scar on my back, that big. It's not that big. It's not I said it was big, but that's big to me. But I have a scar on my back now, but he stabbed me 3 times in my back because he was drunk. He didn't know what he was doing. I woke up in the hospital, and when I got home, my sheets were covered in blood. So I was in the hospital for about 4 days. Since I was so small, one of my lungs don't work properly anymore because I don't know what he did. He pulled the muscle around it so it doesn't do that right. So I can't do anything running, but I do gymnastics and dance so far. But after that, I thought my life was I didn't even know what was happening anymore because I was so small. When you're small, you don't know what's happening. You don't know why things are happening. And I always thought it was my fault. So when I was about 5, I fell out. My uncle put me up on the roof because there was a big storm and there's twigs on the roof. Yeah, he's smart to put a 5-year-old on the roof. But so he put me up there, and after I was all done picking up the twigs, I tried to get down. Well, he didn't really catch me, so I fell and I hit on top of the car, and I broke the glass everywhere, and I got it all over me, and then it went into my back. A lot of things happened in my back. It went into my back, and it punctured it went past my ribs. It almost hit my It was like 1 millimeter away from my lungs, so they had to go in, do surgery, and I hit my head pretty hard, so I was in a coma for 3 days, which really sucked. I really didn't like that. And just because I was in a coma does not mean I'm retarded, because people have told me that before. First of all, I am not retarded. I am in 8th grade. I have straight A's. I'm not in school anymore. Summer break. But I have straight A's. No B's ever. So, I'm not retarded. I'm not in any special classes or anything. So, I don't get why people are saying that. Okay, so when I was 6, I moved to some other place in Mexico, and then I lived with my dad. And my uncle was not allowed to be, he wasn't allowed to be around me. So, like, I actually did like my uncle because he was a pretty cool guy for a while, and then I don't know what happened to him. But then my mom was diagnosed with cancer when I was 6 years old. She had her first kid when she got pregnant when she was 13. That was with my sister. My sister is currently 19. So yeah. My mom got pregnant when she was 13. She really fucked up. Because first of all, my mom's bipolar. Don't think I'm bipolar. I can't talk today. I'm not bipolar. I just have ADHD, that's it. And ADD. And I have anxiety and depression, though, because reasons. But Mom had bipolar, and she was in a psychiatric ward for a while because she couldn't deal with it. Like, she was, I don't know. And she was in Boys Town for a while. If you guys don't know what that means, it's like a group where you just like go and your parents don't have you anymore. And when she got pregnant, when she was 13, she was in 7th grade. She went to Boys Town. She had my sister Charlotte when she's 14, obviously, and she actually did not really take the family I'm with right now. They adopted me. They adopt my sister too, but they adopted my sister when she was first born. I did not get that privilege, so I had to live with my mom, which she had cancer. She still does drugs. She has cancer. She's been battling since 7 years, 8 years. She's been battling cancer for 8 years. Right now she's kicking its ass because, even though she gave me up to, she really didn't give me up, but she did not have the money to raise me. She didn't have the house to raise me. When I was 7, I lived in an abandoned house that my mom, we just snuck into every night and slept there. So we stayed there for about 2 years. So when I was 9, I went into foster care because I was staying with my grandma, but my grandma got sick. And my great-grandma got sick. So I had to go into foster care, and it really sucked. I will tell you that. I really did not like it. For a while, the group, I was there for about 10 10 days, yeah. And then I went into a actual house that only had one other adopted child, and we like became like sisters. She's a year under me, so right now she's 13, and like we actually we felt like sisters. I stayed there for 3 years. It's not like other foster cares. Like there's no other kids except that one, but they adopted her. And I felt like home there. I really wanted to stay there, but I wasn't allowed to because there were people that wanted me. See, my actual dad walked off when I was born, so I really didn't get to see him. But when I was about 8 and 9, I went in foster care, they contacted my actual dad. So, my dad's name is Rodney. First time I met him, it was pretty awkward, and I was really pissed at him because he left my mom. He just left her with me, and he didn't even say hi to me. He didn't even try to help her. So I was kind of pissed at him. We really didn't talk, but the second visit we started talking. And the third visit, we just like started talking a lot. But the thing is, like, I really didn't get to bond with him enough. But he took me to his house. Well, it was like a party for me. And they got cake, celebration, we were playing around and all that. We were swimming. And then when we went to court, a couple weeks after that, because he could have adopted me right there. He could just took me in. But he said no. He said no, he didn't want me. So I was really pissed at him. And I walked out of that court. Because I really wanted to die right there. Because to have your dad that you've never met, and like you met him, you guys were having so much fun, and then he just says no. Like I really wanted to go with my dad, but the fact that he said no like really broke my heart, really tore me up, because I really wanted to bond with my dad and I want to be with my brothers and sisters. But I guess he really didn't want me. So when I was 10, I got adopted by this family where I'm right now. And we lived in Nebraska, so I had to move I went from Mexico back to Ohio, and then I moved from Ohio to Nebraska. And then when I was 10, I got adopted, so 3 years after that, 4 years. Well, we just moved here to Arizona. So 4 years after that. And I was heartbroken again because they didn't even tell me that we were moving. They told me once, and then I said no, and then they said it's not your choice. So I moved here to Arizona. I'm really liking it here, but like I really miss my friends there because like I had so much. I moved so much. I like really hate moving because it really just, I really can't deal with it. So after I went back to Nebraska last week and saw all my friends. They were so happy to see me. Half of them cried. But I really miss Nebraska because even though it's like kind of messed up there, but yeah, I really miss Nebraska. I really wish I moved back there, but I like Arizona. I made a lot of new friends. Yeah, that's basically my life. So like, subscribe, anything. So like requests, I'll take requests for the next 5 videos, so I'll pick 5 random ones. So, thanks.